Hi kids. Okay, so today I'm going to go over how to draw a bee. I'm going to do one of those kind of fuzzy, fat honeybees. So this is not a wasp, but it is, pretty cute. And I'm going to start with a circle, and then I'm going to attach some more like shape to it, not another circle, but like this front part, and that's going to be for its like eyes, and then this is going to be, let's get that a little bit bigger, it's going to be its body. Playing around with the size and shape of your insects is going to be really helpful and really important. And then I'm going to make another section back here, and this is a little bit more like, not really pointed at the end, but sort of like, egg shaped down here. Like that. And now I'm going to start to put on the wings. So they have two wings, and they meet at a very small point on the body, so they're not wide. They're wide out here, but they're not wide where they meet up with the body. So we got one here and one here. So this is like a curve, like an arc this way, and then curve around here, like that, and then come back out a little bit. Looks like this one has to be a little bit bigger. And then go back in. And then we're going to make another little part down here for the other wing. So it's going to be here and here. Now their wings are clear, so there's no real heavy lines on them, but that's the general shape. And actually, when I go over this with Sharpie, I might make them both a little bit shorter. Let's see how it looks with it being a little shorter. Yeah, a little bit better. Okay, now they've got two big eyes to the front, so you can just make a shape like this and this, like on this shape that you have for the head. And the head can kind of hide some of it. And then they have two nice big antennae that come out here, like that. I'm going to make this body come up a little bit further on it. And now the legs are going to stick out all from this section right here, right? So this is where the legs grow. So we're going to have one leg go into the front here, and then we'll have a leg coming out in the middle here. And then we can have another leg back here. That's just the first segment of the legs. So I'll go back and I can change the direction. Now I can make this go here, and then that part go there, and this go here, and then that part go there. And then this was here, so I can make that here. this one. And then this one is kind of bigger than the other legs. It has those like hairs on it to collect the pollen. So these are kind of big. And they have little hooks. Actually, they're even longer than that. Let me change this a little bit. I'm going to make its body a little shorter and its legs a little longer, because if the leg is sticking off to the side, you don't notice it as much. But if your legs are going out the back like mine, the leg should go past. It should go past the end of the body. So let's make this more to here. And this one more to there. Okay, now I'm going to go over my lines with Sharpie, but on the body I'm going to do a furry texture line. So here on the body I'm going to start by just putting a little bit of this, right? This is just almost like a very tiny zigzag. And it's going to help later to have this whole thing look like it's covered in fur or hair. I guess I should be, I don't know if it's hair or fur, kids, I really don't know. It's covered in fluff. And same thing with this part. It's fuzzy. We'll go with fuzz. Now there are definitely parts of this that are dark and parts that are light. The head is dark. Except for a highlight on the eye. I'll put that maybe right there on both of them. Okay, and now this leg. Okay, now the wings. So we're going to pull this line up here and over to here. And then I'm going to try to mimic the same thing on this side. So up and over, and then down and in, and then down and in here. Actually, I do want that to come down further like that, but since there's so many little sections in the wings, any mistake you make can be put right into one of the wing details, right? They've got like all that, those lines and things that show up in their wings. There's one here. And there's one here. And here. You can have a lot of fun filling these in. I am not going to do all of them, but they do kind of crisscross over the whole wing and make it really interesting. Okay, now for this section here, this area across here is dark. I'm going to get a thicker Sharpie to fill this in faster. And then this down here is visible over that. And then there's a band across here that's dark. And then a band across here. All right, so let me grab my thicker Sharpie. I'm going to fill in some of these spaces. I'm going to deal with my cat. And I'll be right back. All right, kids, so here's my bee with some of my areas darkened in, a little bit of development to the legs and the fur, hair, fuzz. And then the rest of it is most of the times a yellow color. This has been a lot of fun. All right, I'm going to stop myself. All right, kids, I'll talk to you soon.